way to start the week off. Well, the end of the week, I guess. About to wax my pits. In a minute. I haven't shaved in probably 3 weeks because I'm trying to get back into waxing, so I needed to grow it out. I'm not gross. Get into it without further ado. I'm scared. This is for full body or like bigger parts of the body, so hopefully I don't wreck my pits too bad because it's extra long. I'm scared. Needs to be done. Ready? I didn't even get it all. Ooh, I did get a lot. Sheesh. That's so gross and satisfying at the same time. Oh! Oh! Disgusting. It is so nasty. But it's working. Oh, I'm starting to bleed. Ah! No! Ouch. I don't think I can go anymore. Oh, we're just gonna have to let it go. Maybe I should have waxed it sooner. I don't know. I thought you were supposed to let it grow out. I thought you were supposed to let it grow out. Now I'm scared to do my next one. It's okay. We gotta do this. Ooh, poor little babies. I'm scared. Ready? 1, 2. Oh! Ouch! Let's do it again. Let's do it again, baby. 1, 2. Fudge! It's like right in the crack. I can't get it. Sheesh! It is what it is at this point. I can't do it another bit. I just cannot. It is what it is. Come here, babies. Happy vlog day. Welcome back. I'm sure that was just the way you guys were hoping to get greeted. It is Thursday. This week has just flown by for us. Also, don't mind the bun. She's taking a break from Slay. But yeah, it's Thursday and it's been rainy and gloomy all week. What updates do I have? What updates do I have? Squirrels ate our pumpkins, so we had to throw those out. They were literally only good for like 4 days and we had to throw them out. And still have not read a whole lot in my Court of Mist and Fury. It's a really slow building, I feel like, so I'm struggling to push through, but I will finish it. We need to figure out a date idea for this weekend. So I think that's what I'm going to do today is just look through our list and put down an idea for this weekend so we can do something fun because I'm ready to start being out and about. I feel like I've been really sad lately because I don't have any friends, but I'm also acknowledging that I'm not doing anything to make any friends besides like just being present on social media, but it's like I don't have any friends on social media, so yeah, I need to just get out there more, socialize, get into situations, and try to grow personally like that. That's what I think I need to do. I don't know, I'm just vibing right now. We're doing pretty good on the mini cut. I feel like my cravings have gotten way down, so I'm not even craving candy. And I feel like I'm gaining my self-control a little back. Like it's not so tempting for me to want to go out to eat or like to eat bad because I feel like I'm now in the mindset again of prep. And I'm glad that that came back because I was worried that the first 2 weeks I was like, I really want to eat like all of these things, but just sticking with it and practicing the consistency of eating the meal plan and working out and like focusing on the goal of trying to get the results for the end of the mini cut, I feel like has really honed myself in, and I am back in my prep brain mode and focusing on the bigger picture, which is great. I love that I came back. And I haven't checked my weight yet. I feel like I get too fixated on weight whenever I do stuff like this, so I really only stick with the check-in times. That's when I'm checking my weight, but I can tell I feel a lot more toned. Here, let me do a little physique check. I feel like my shoulders are popped pretty good. You can tell I've been working on my shoulders. I don't really think you can see my legs too great. Can't tell. I feel like I definitely can see the figure. I am just waiting for the stomach fat to go away, but my coach, she's been really good at explaining to me that yes, we could probably get rid of the fat pretty quickly if we wanted to, but how sustainable is that? Would I be able to maintain that kind of intensity for a long period of time? Or will I get burnt out with being that intense to get those results and then rebound, basically? So our goal is to do this in a maintainable way, so that way during my off season, like before this mini cut, when I'm just like intuitively eating and casually working out, but also still having fun, I won't rebound as bad. Does that make sense? So it's better to go slow and steady for the results that you want, so that way you know you can live like this for a long time, like it's a lifestyle, it's not just a short-term thing, rather than quickly getting these results and not being able to maintain those results and then rebounding twice as bad. So that's where we're at right now. I'm impatient, I'm ready for it to get going, but it's gonna take a couple seasons of uncomfortability and a lot of dedication to get where I want to be. And honestly, I'm okay with that because I do want to maintain this kind of lifestyle forever. I want to be athletic, I want to be healthy, I want to feel good, and I want to be a good role model to everybody else who wants to feel good about themselves as well. So I am okay with taking my time and getting there with hard work. All right, I'm gonna go do some research on some date ideas, and I guess we might see you on our date day. It might be 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I have not done my skincare, nor have I touched my hair. Well, I'm doing it now. And I came in here to tell you guys before I tell Colby what we're doing. We have official plans made for this weekend. And I am so excited because there are two things that I've wanted to do, and one of them is like, it's very on par with who I am as a person, and also on par with me and Colby's relationship. I mean, I feel like it's something everybody could do, but it seems very not ironic. Or is it ironic for me and Colby to do this? All right, fine. I'm just gonna tell you what we're doing. First thing on Saturday, we're gonna go to the city. We're gonna go watch the Blue Men show. I've never been to one of those, but I remember my mom talking about them a long time ago. And I think they're just kind of like an abstract performance type of thing. I have no idea what they're all about, but they're on my bucket list for Chicago. So we've got that set for 5 p.m. on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we are going to have family pictures done at JCPenney. And you guys know what that means. JCPenney family photos. Yes, they're about to be cringy. And yes, this is going to be probably pictures that we want to post all over our home. And let's just say I'm excited for it. I don't know what we're going to wear, but we definitely are going to need to think of some interesting outfits. Like, I want it to be obviously cringy, but not too cringy outfits. So I feel like there's a really fine line that we're gonna have to do to play that role, because like I want it to be a representation of us. So here's what we should do. We should pick out an outfit that just describes who we are as a person, but I want it to look, gosh, I don't know. Because I'm like, if I describe who I am as a person, I could be really bold and glam, and that won't go with the cringy outfit, you know? So maybe I should just describe who I am in the alternative aspect, like funky, you know what I mean? Because I have a bunch of different vibes. You guys know that. And we're gonna have Rue with us. She's gonna be in the pictures as well. I am so excited. Today's leg day. And because of how my first leg day went this week in the morning time, my coach was like, yeah, that seems to be your weakness, is morning time workouts for leg days especially. So what we're gonna do is rearrange it and do it in the afternoon. See how that goes. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to do today. I was feeling so overwhelmed and I was like, there's so much I got to do. What is there to do? I guess I could work ahead a little bit more. But see, here's the thing. You gotta be strategic when you're working ahead for your job, because At least for my job, because when I work ahead, I schedule them in advance, a month or 2 months or 3 months. And what I don't want to happen, which has happened a couple of times, is all of those, I get into like a work frenzy and then I push all of those dates ahead, obviously, and they all land on the same day. So then when that next day comes around, I have a million plus tasks to do. No bueno. I think I'm just gonna call it a day and just have a me day. I need to clean. The house is disgusting. We haven't cleaned in so long because I feel like I've just been going. So I'm gonna clean, and yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to clean. I ended up telling Colby about the Blue Man show that we're gonna go to. So he knew that because there's another event going on in the same area-ish, we think. So I had to tell him so we could figure out like the logistic of everything and how close everything was in proximity. So we might be going to a comedy show after the Blue Man show. And then there's an EDM show going on in Chinatown. So we think we're going to book a hotel for Saturday night. So that way we can just go out there in the evening and have a good old time. The EDM show is gonna have Daily Bread and 2 other guests, I forget. So Daily Bread's gonna be there and Chloe Z is gonna be there, and then some other person, but I forget their name. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time on Saturday. I'm excited for all of this stuff. And I'm not sure, oh, Sunday we're still doing the JCPenney photo shoot, hopefully. As long as we're up for it. I'm worried that we're gonna be a little too like, to wanna do anything like that. So maybe I'll cancel it and then we can redo it another time, because we are spending a lot this weekend, so I feel like we might have to do that. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cancel it because we are spending a lot. So we'll have a great jam-packed Saturday, and then we'll have Sunday to relax. Hi. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna be that girl, not yet, but I don't know, I figured I'd talk because that's what I'm feeling I need to do right now. I'm thinking this is all because I'm in a diet phase. Stop crying. I'm thinking I am this emotional and all over the place because of my diet right now. When you have low fats in your diet, you're not really well regulated. But basically, today has been a really, really shitty mental health day for me. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. I mean, you guys know I have bad days here and there, but today has been especially bad. There's been a lot of internal dialoguing happening within myself for some reason that I'm not good enough. Whether that be for work, for my relationships with my friends and my husband, whether that be for my goals in bikini or content creating or being a good housewife. There's just a lot of bad thoughts coming into my head this week, and I don't know where they're coming from, why they're coming, but they need to cut it out. That's all I've got to say, because I have not felt like myself the last 2 weeks. I've made a couple TikToks joking about how antisocial I've been becoming and basically how I feel like people are just putting up with me. I feel like it could be because of my job. I'm working from home, so I don't get a lot of social interaction to make me feel otherwise. And I feel like as myself as a person, I'm not usually one to reach out to talk to people, which is something I have to work on. And it sucks because there's people I want to talk to, but I don't like to be the person to bring my problems to others. And I know, like, that's literally the whole point of having friends and families. They're here for you during your hard times, but I've always taken pride in knowing that people think of me as bubbly, energetic, extroverted girly. And I hate that. It's only gotten worse for me
to be that, like, to continue to be that person. I feel like ever since COVID hit, I've noticed a downward trend in my social skills and wanting to be interacting with everybody. I find it so hard to talk to people. I don't want to be negative. I only want to bring light to everybody, and it sucks that I'm not always happy. And it would be silly of me to think that that's even possible to be always happy, but I just don't know how I feel so different now from how I was a few years ago. Like, I feel like I've been getting in my head a lot about just wanting to make it, I guess, make it big. I don't even know what I want to make it at with all of this, because thinking I'm gonna get anywhere from this is kind of far-fetched. But I feel like the extroverted girl who used to think she was gonna be famous, like, that was my whole personality. Throughout undergrad and then my new grad years as a nurse, I always carried around that kind of persona where I was bigger than life and I'm destined to be famous kind of vibe. And I feel like it's only just gone downhill. Like, that type of personality has only gone down as I've gotten older. And I feel like that's a normal part of life. It's just growing up. But it sucks when that has always been my dream, to be famous in some respect. I don't know how, or I don't know what I would become famous for, but that's something that I've always wanted. And it's just, I feel like that personality that I used to have that I felt like could carry that dream is dead or dying now. And that makes me really sad, because now I'm stuck with this, what am I even doing with my life kind of vibe. And I feel very directionless. I'm not happy with my job. I mean, being a nurse, it's not for me anymore. As a nurse, we can get in trouble for just about anything. And I'm trying to word this in a way that doesn't make my job sound bad and me sound bad. But long story short, nurses have to chart, and it has to be documented, everything to the T, or you can get in trouble. And basically how I was taught on my onboarding was copy and paste the script and put that down basically for each person that you talk to, and like switch out certain things here and there to make it more personal to that person. For example, if somebody has hypertension, you're going to put down a whole paragraph of hypertensive education or heart failure or COP, stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing, and they are now listening to our phone calls to see if we've read verbatim that script, and most of the nurses haven't. Most of the nurses are doing our basic education, like, yeah, make sure you're checking your blood pressure, make sure it stays under this, that, the other. But we're not saying the entire script. And in turn, they're saying that that's falsification of our charting. To an extent, yes, that makes sense, because we were not going verbatim what we charted. Also, to the nurse's side, it's like, if we're calling these people every month, we say the same thing every month. I don't know how to really word it. It was a hit to the ego. I feel like I always get in trouble for something small like this, and it just reiterates that I'm just never good enough to just stay good in nursing. I always get in trouble for something. And even if they're like minor things, it's enough to make me feel stupid and to feel like I shouldn't be in this profession if I'm going to keep making these small mistakes. But I'm just done. I feel like I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to do anything. I just feel like I'm just not going to be good enough at anything that I do. And it sucks. Work, I can't do well enough. I only have like a handful of friends. They're all in North Carolina, and I just feel like we're all drifting apart, which happens with distance, and like we're all getting our own lives. And then my family, I feel very disconnected from my family, but I don't know what to talk to them about. I feel like we've never really had that kind of open conversation style relationship with my parents, you know. Like, I love my parents, but there's some type of gap in our relationship where I don't feel like I could truly talk to them and like be taken serious. I think that's all I'm gonna say about their relationship there. Yeah, I have really bad self-body image. The way I'm seeing myself is not translating to what's actually there, I guess. In my head, it's all anybody can see. It's like all of my insecurities of my body. And I keep I'm trying, actually, I can't even say that I'm trying to quit the negative talk, because I am just throwing the negative talk out in my head. I'm just telling myself that there's no way I'll ever win a bikini competition or go pro or do anything with what I'm doing. It just seems so unattainable for me, because it feels like every time I've tried to do anything worthwhile or go for something, it's just not gonna happen. Besides my nursing degree, that was definitely a big thing for me, but I don't know what's wrong with me this week. I'm just like, this is the lowest I've felt in a very long time. Colby's here for me, but it's like there's only so much that I want him to have to see all the time. Like, he's gonna see this, but I don't want to have to talk to him about this. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I feel like I need like a map or directions on life. I'm trying so hard to just do what I gotta do and find little things for me along the way to do on my free time, but I feel so like pointless. I feel like everything I do is dumb or cringy. I don't know how I used to live so unapologetically, because now I feel like very self-conscious of everything that I'm doing. I don't know how we got here, because that, if you know me, you know that I usually don't give a F. Here lately, it's been very much giving an F. Listen, I know I need to go to therapy. We know. But we can't afford therapy right now, so this is it. Just gonna have to spiel for whoever wants to watch to hear. So now you know my side of mind. Ding. All right, let's get back to the fun stuff. Let's pretend like we didn't see this, okay, guys? You don't have to comment about this section, and we just don't even actually have to acknowledge this section. We can just scoot on by, okay? So let's roll the clips to the next day. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. I'm back from taking a break from slaying, and we're ready to get this weekend started. We are officially off to our hotel in Chicago with the Rupert. This is her first time going to the city.
Chi-town.
Anyways.
Go Bears.
Yeah. And yeah, so we're gonna go to the hotel. We're gonna drop Rupert off, and then we gotta Uber like 50 minutes, I think, to North Chicago to the Blue Man show.
North side.
Are you excited for the Blue Man?
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, but I've seen videos of their show before, so I hope but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I only remember them.
I know like, they play those pipes and they don't talk.
They don't talk. I don't know why I had this. Okay, maybe it was this then. Like, I thought I had this image in my head of them playing on the drums with paint, like blue light paint.
That sounds like something they would do. I don't know if I've never seen them do that.
Do you think they'll ask for people to go on stage?
It says it's interactive, so they might.
I want to go on stage.
I think you have an outfit
I know,
for it.
that's
it's
what
blue.
I was thinking. I was like, I am ready for
blue,
this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping I can get my moment to shine, even though it's their performance. And then there's a comedy show that's happening about 15 minutes later, or 15 minutes away. We don't know if we'll be able to stay for it because it's free. So it's like, why not? But it actually starts, what time? 8:30?
It says doors at 7:30, show 8:30, so I'm assuming that means starts at 8:30.
Yeah. And then our show, the EDM concert, starts at 9.
Doors open at 9.
The show starts at 9:30.
Probably.
Either way, it takes about an hour to get back to the concert place. So it's like, we'd be pushing it if we tried to stay at the concert show. But we thought we'd go there and meet some people, try to socialize a little bit. And yeah, and then go to the EDM concert. I'm wearing this with my fanny and my hokas on my feet.
are primed for dancing. You're wearing your Hokas too.
I got the Hokas too.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited because when we were at Bonnaroo, Daily Bread was performing and we got split up during it because he had to go use the bathroom right when the set was starting. And if you've ever been to a music festival, you know as soon as the set starts, the flood comes in of people and it's almost impossible to find your group. And it really sucked because me and him, we didn't even put Daily Bread as like an artist that we really wanted to see, but someone else in our group that we met wanted to go see them. So we're like, okay. And they were really, really good. And it was so sad because I was like trying to have a good time, but I was like, dang, I really wish Colby was here. And he was
I was just vibing probably 5 feet away and we probably just couldn't find each other because it was so dense. Like so many people, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. But now we're redeeming our time and we're gonna watch Daily Bread. I can't believe how like last minute this all is.
That's the nice thing about Chicago though. It's like even last minute you can find stuff to do. That's what I like about it so much because I feel like that's something we do a lot. We will not really plan very far in advance. We will sometimes for like big stuff, but for like our daily weekend like things to do to have fun, we don't even look for things to do until like Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then we'll like decide to do it. I think we bought the tickets for the concert Thursday night. It was Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booked the hotel this morning.
Yeah, this morning. So.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's exciting. I've been wanting to do a weekend trip in Chicago. It stinks that I'm on my. Oh yeah, we're bringing our chicken and rice because we're trying to be on point for our diet. I am anticipating having some late night munchies.
Yeah, but I brought some Snickers and some Twix little snacky candies and some applesauce.
Yeah, so we're trying to be prepared. We're going in with the good intention of eating as well as we can until we're done for, and then just cruising along the night. And I'm gonna dance a lot, so
lots of cardio.
That's gonna be because I didn't do my cardio yesterday. You guys remember I was being a little emo, so didn't do my cardio yesterday. Gonna do it today. Yeah, I feel like a brand new woman today, guys. Forget about that girl yesterday. She was.
We don't know her. And a long sleep later.
Yeah, that honestly, if you have anxiety and depression and your doctor gives you one of those like as needed emergency anxiety meds, do it. I was struggling so hard yesterday. I don't think I've been that deep in it.
It's pretty bad.
In a very long time. And it came out of nowhere, I feel like. But I do think it's because I'm dieting. I think that definitely has a big play in like my unstableness.
Yeah.
But it was still like really bad. I have not been that low. I think the lowest time I felt like that was when that one time when we first moved in together, and I came home and I was like crying in the car, and I was like, I'm gonna kill somebody.
By accident, not on purpose.
No, yeah, on accident. Because they were just.
For those who don't know that story.
They were like, I wasn't a new nurse, but I was a new ICU nurse, and they're like, okay, 2 weeks, you're on your own. Basically is how it went, and I was like, nobody,
staffed, poorly organized.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not a good situation.
Typical Memphis. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that was a low point then. But I feel a lot better today. A lot better. I feel so good now.
Yeah, crazy. Night and day.
It is night and day.
Up and down. I'm more
That's why I hate it, because I'm like, it literally comes out of nowhere. Half of the time I don't, even though yesterday I had lots of reasons why I was feeling that way, but most of the time my depression spells, I have no reason to be feeling like that, and that is the most frustrating thing.
Yeah, but it's worse when you do have reasons.
Yeah, that's why I was having such a bad time yesterday, because it was like one thing after another. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done.
Yeah. And life was giving you the 1-2 and then uppercut.
Yeah, she was not being nice.
Beat up.
I was getting my ass beat. Yeah. And it stinks too whenever I feel like it's worse for people who are pretty self-aware about their situations and the things, like the cause and effect of certain things. And I think that's why I got so upset, because like I understand why everything is happening or how I got into certain situations, and I know things that I could do to improve or like prevent things from happening. I don't know, but like it was just
a lot of stress.
It was a lot of stuff going in my head. Like, it's easy, just do this. I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, the ADHD doesn't help with that either, especially when you're unmedicated.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I was thinking, like, I wanted to take my medicine for ADHD because I have not been able to focus lately either. And again, that's probably because of my dieting. Like, low fat, you don't have any type of reservations for energy and, like, just good cognitive functions. Like, it's just going to throw everything out of whack. But it's so crazy how significant it impacts you when you're eating like this.
Yeah.
Nutrition is the key.
It really is, and exercise.
Literally everything. Nutrition and exercise is and sleep.
Your life,
And sleep.
Yeah, and water.
And water.
Yeah.
Turns out everything you need to fuel your body is very important.
Yeah. Turns out just health overall. Just.
Oh no, not me.
Not me.
Well, now we do. So that's the 411 information. Now we're on the highway. We'll see you guys when we head to the Blue Man show.
Hey, it's kind of funny. If you ever want to know if Miranda's depressed or not, if you just walk in on her and she's watching the Kim Kardashians while she's in bed in the middle of the day, that's how I know. That's how I know she's in a bad mood or in a depressed mood.
Yeah. He came in yesterday and he looked in. And I was just all buried underneath the blankets with the pillows in the dark.
Yeah.
He said, "You okay?" It's
another one of those days. I said, "What's wrong?"
Depression. He said, "Right."
It is what it is. All right. Anyways.
Bye.
Say bye, Rue. Say it.
Well, guys, you would not believe the fiasco that just happened. We get to the hotel. We get checked in. Colby's outside walking Rupert, so they don't see the dog. But I checked on Expedia this morning for dog-friendly hotels, and this was one of them, so that's why we booked it, obviously. And so we get in there, and we're pulling everything in, and Rue's coming along with us, and they're like, "Uh-oh, no dogs allowed." And I was like, "Listen, we've got 10 minutes to get on the road to go to our show. That's an hour away." So I was like, "We'll just take the fee. It's fine. We don't care." And I closed the elevator door on them, and we went upstairs. And then, like, literally as soon as we got over there, we started getting the phone call, and I was like, don't answer it. Don't answer it. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. What are they gonna do?" And so I went downstairs just to be like, "Please just charge us like $100, $200 if you have to." And they're like, "No, we've never allowed dogs here, so we're not gonna let you do that." And I'm like, "What do you want us to do? We have to leave right now. We've got a ride coming." They're like, "You gotta leave." And I was like, "You want us to leave right now when we have things to do?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "I booked through Expedia." She's like, "You're gonna have to take that up with Expedia then, because we don't accept pets." And I was like, I wanted to hit her, but I didn't, because I know it's not her fault. She's just enforcing the rules, but it's like she's the messenger and I want to send a message, you know what I mean? Long story short, we ended up leaving.
At least they gave us a refund.
They gave us a full refund, which I'm glad that you talked to them about that, because when I was down there, I was giving them attitude, like real bad attitude. And I don't feel like they would have offered a refund for me.
Unless they were lying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll give you a refund. We'll see.
Yeah, I almost went Karen on them. I was really upset. But, so yeah, we had to book a new hotel. Like, as we were like grabbing all of our things and putting Rue back on her leash and making sure we had all of our stuff and running out of the hotel towards this other hotel that was like 0.6 miles away. I'm on the phone making the reservation. We're running down the road. Like, I'm like speed walking, running, and then Colby's like shuffling behind because he's carrying all of our stuff. And we get to this other hotel finally, thank goodness. It was supposed to be a 15-minute walk. I'm pretty sure we did it in like 10 or 8 minutes. It was pretty quick, right? We were booking. All I'm saying is I'm glad I'm wearing
the
hokas and my workout outfit.
True.
Because if I was actually dressed up, I would be even more livid. And I was like panicking.
Imagine if you had heels.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if I was wearing heels and like really dressed up, it would not be great. But yeah, so then we get there and I'm like panicking. You guys know me. I have anxiety, obviously, and I was stressing out. We get upstairs, I'm booking the Uber. We get downstairs, Uber's on the other side. We're like, no! So we had to try run, and then it turns out we're going the wrong way, so we come back, and then luckily he was here. And now we're in the car. And, yeah. What time is it? 5. And the show's starting right now, so. Hopefully we'll be able to sneak on in.
They're gonna let us in.
I know. I have this other irrational fear of being late to things. I think my dad traumatized me when I was a kid about being late. So now I get very upset if I'm late. I don't know. Ooh, look at this fountain. That's a big fountain. Mackenzie left her moonshine pickles whenever she came to visit, so me and Colby did take a pickle to take the edge off. We ate a pickle to take the edge off. Fingers crossed they let us in. And we have a good time. I'll keep you guys posted, obviously. Wow, guys, I am so glad we were able to make that because it was the best experience I've had since we've been out here in Chicago.
The best?
The best. And I would go back to it anytime anybody comes to visit. I would strongly recommend going to the Blue Man Show. It was funny, it was musical, it was very interactive.
This is a 2D restaurant.
Oh, we should eat here.
Okay.
Look at this, guys. We were just walking around and look, this is on our list of places to come eat. We did not have time to eat our chicken and rice, so this is what we're gonna do. But yeah, the show was amazing. It was about an hour and a half long. We came 15 minutes late, so they let us watch on this landing until there was a break. But it was very interactive. They had like 6 different participants out in the crowd get up there, and even if you weren't part of like the actual participants, you were still very much involved in like the dancing, the partying. It felt like we were at a rave. At one point I looked at Colby and I was like, are we at Monterey right now? Because it was so magical. There were so many lights and colors and dancing. I loved it. I love the Blue Man, and I'm so glad that we did that. Bae, what do you think?
I'm gonna get the classic sandwich.
Okay, but about the show.
It was good. I liked it. It was fun.
I am so happy we were able to
Very
make
fun.
that.
Take your little mushroom clip.
I thought about it.
What's down there, Rue? What's down there?
Think about it, Rue. We could have an apartment like this and you could see the entire city. Think about all the people you could protect.
So much.
So much protecting. You're like Batman. I'm Batman. Buenos dias, everybody. Please ignore how dead I look. We are grandparents and we were out way past our bedtime. We really weren't even out that late in the grand scheme of things. We came back at like 1:15. I was out. I don't know how people do this still. Well, I do actually, but I can't keep up.
You gotta sleep in late.
Sleeping late.
Don't go to the gym.
Don't go to the gym. Don't worry about eating healthy. Just eat what you can. That's what we did last night.
Well, I think eating healthy is still good for like prepping for the night out.
Oh.
But like if you want to stay up late, sleep in that day.
Oh yeah.
Don't work out that day.
Oh. Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's what we got to do to prepare next time.
But it was a lot of fun. We left in the first half of Closey. Well, actually in the middle of Closey. She was really good, but wasn't really the vibe. And yeah, I definitely was not eating on par last night, but what's life, you know? You gotta live a little bit. So I'm not gonna beat myself up too much about it. Next time, we are probably not gonna bring Rue. She ruined everything for us.
Well.
Literally.
Nah, well.
She caused a lot of inconveniences, basically. Tried finding a pet-friendly hotel. It wasn't pet-friendly.
Expedia is the real culprit here, right? Was it Expedia?
Yeah, it was Expedia.
Yeah, Expedia.
What about it? And I'm mad at the hotel people the most, even though it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, the like 18-year-old girls that were working there, they were just like, sorry.
That was really mean.
They're like, no, we've never had dogs. And you're like, okay, well, charge us then.
Ding, 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 ding. I was like, goodbye. I was like, let's just hurry up and get out of here.
Yeah, didn't work.
Didn't work.
They came straight up to
I really felt like it was going to work for a second.
Too.
You're like, okay.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, it did not work. Then we ended up running 15 minutes down the road to my other hotel. Then we get to that hotel and they're like, your room's not ready. I was like, of course it's not freaking ready. But then they found one for us that was ready. And that hotel was really nice.
Tell them about how when we ordered the Uber and we couldn't find them and we started walking. And then because we couldn't find them, you had a tantrum in the street.
Stop. I was having a lot of stress. I was getting really stressed out. It's not funny.
I laugh at you when you do that. It's so funny.
I don't know what else to do. It's like I just get so
You're like a child.
I didn't know what else to do. I wanted to scream.
Like, what are you doing?
I really do throw tantrums.
It's so funny.
It's because I get so worked up. What else am I gonna do? What do you guys? What do you do? There's nothing else to do, but I have to express myself somehow.
Terrible under pressure.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I've always felt like I'm really bad under pressure.
Horrible in a pressure situation.
I'm actually not.
Well, if the situation is try to get to your Uber as fast as possible, or try to get to a destination as fast as possible, no.
The thing is, it stresses me out when things don't go my way. If everything goes perfectly the way it's supposed to, then I'm not stressed. I'm like, okay, we can do this. We can handle this.
Right, that's it.
But the moment I have little hiccups, I'm like, well, forget about it. I'm done.
Which happens almost every time.
Well,
that's life.
This is why I have this guy around, though, because he keeps me grounded. Because if I had another person who was just like me.
Yeah, I was like, stop. What are you doing? Let's go.
I would love to be able to stop doing that in public because I understand how it looks. But in the moment, that's the only thing that feels right. And I have to just stomp my feet. But we're heading back home now.
The Tesla was cool.
Oh yeah, we got to ride in a Tesla. That was our first time in a Tesla. This was my first EDM concert. How would you rate the concert experience?
I've been to better concerts. It's not the artists. They were just slow songs.
It was really slow songs.
I couldn't get into it. Daily Bread was really good though. I like Daily Bread a lot.
Apashi's gonna be coming, and RL Grinds are coming on the same weekend. That's gonna be so lit.
It's gonna be so fun. And Apashi's gonna be so fun.
I'm so excited for Apache because you guys know at Bonnaroo, when we saw them live, I think that they just had a really bad set time and it just wasn't doing them justice. But
it was in the day.
But I feel like going to them now, at least in this venue too, it's like inside, so
It's like a dark warehouse.
Yeah, you can have a really good
the
light
lights
show.
will be good.
And the music's gonna be so enclosed, like it's gonna feel really good, like all the drops. Oh, I'm so excited to watch Apache live.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm really excited for that.
We gotta remember earplugs.
Earplugs is a big must.
Time, and then we go up to the front.
And we're dressing up too, because people were definitely dressed up, and I was like, what's the vibe gonna be like? So now I know it's definitely like a festival vibe. Just wear what you want, whatever you feel good in. Maybe I need some rave boots. Those were fun. There was a couple girls with some rave booties on last night, and they looked so cute. And they seem very practical, especially if you go to an actual festival where it could be like muddy and stuff, because you don't want to wear open-toed shoes, but you also don't want to wear ugly tennis shoes. And those boots look like they actually have some cushion on it too. So
if you get a good pair.
Yeah, and I think I actually have looked them up before. They're pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Which makes sense though.
Right.
So yeah, plans to go home, finish prepping our food for the week. What else were we doing?
Our finances.
Finance review. Oof. Those Ubers last night really got us, I think. That was a surprise expense I wasn't anticipating. I thought it was going to be like a point A to point B type of thing, but it was like, it was a lot of points.
A to B to C to B to A to C to D. That's what it felt like.
That's the one annoying part about being in a city. It's like they're all relatively close to each other, but not. All right, we just woke up. Well, I just woke up from my nap. It was very much needed. I feel much better. It's like 3 o'clock now. Anyways, I wanted to update you guys because my coach is changing my meal plan. She is cutting my calories a little bit more, which is something I was not expecting to happen. When she said mini cut, I thought it was just like this, like what we've been doing for a couple weeks and then get out. But nope, we're gonna keep going a little bit further. So we dropped from 1650 calories a day down to 1500 calories a day. And I'm gonna try to get back onto her scheduled plan that she's got made just to see what works for me the best. And then I'm gonna start switching things out as I go, see what I can fit in here and there. I feel like I am ready for it. I'm definitely seeing good results so far. I'm definitely toning up, and I am ready for more toning to happen. Just hope that I can stay satiated is the biggest thing. But I do feel like I'm over that hump. I feel like the first couple of weeks was the hardest part about me having cravings and all that good stuff. So I think that now I'm back in the mindset. Hopefully it won't be too difficult to keep going a little harder. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun with us, and I hope you guys come back for more fun. And if you guys have any questions or comments that you want to say, please feel free to drop them below. Hit the subscribe button. Let's follow along this journey together and just hang out. I love you guys. Bye.